Howdy, hi, Spaceman Josh here, and welcome back to Planetbase. Let's go ahead and just jump right on in. So we want save 2. This is taking forever to load. Any second now. Bots can perform basic tasks way more efficiently than humans, but we can't load the game apparently. At least it loaded now. So, checking out on how I left things, this guy is really hungry. Prioritize the building of, what is this? Another biodome, okay. So I'm going to switch over to materials view. So completely using all bioplastic, so I think we need to build some bioplastic. I think that's one bioplastic and one metal is needed. I think we have 1 and 1. If I keep the mouse, so if I keep the mouse held over the metal, it tells me that I have 6 metal and 1 are free, because it's using 5 here. I think that's the one right there that's going to be sent. And we just finished making this bioplastic. The engineer robot has it. Speed up time, so theory, since I prioritized building this, he's going to send it directly there, nowhere else. It looks like that's exactly what he's doing. So I do remember since the last time that we were running really low on food. I'm really concerned about that, because we got 1 meal left and 3 of each type. Well, now we got 2, then we made another meal. If I can get my mouse to work. As soon as they build that, I'll be able to put more plants here. I'll put tomato. I don't want to put too much because we need starch to make bioplastic to put this together. So I'm worried about that. So I'll put down 2 tomatoes, because I can fit 12 in here now, 3 in each corner. And then I'll also tell them to try working on building. Well, let's actually look at the grid real fast. There we go. Here's the grid. So the grid is using 48 power. If I remember right, that solar panel is creating 50 on its own. So we had built 2, so there is 2 now. That's nice. Oxygen doesn't seem too bad. I think power, since we have the 2 solar panels, it's safe to build another oxygen generator, because that is the next thing we will have to do. In terms of indoor building, if it'll let me click on build, there it goes. Oxygen generator. I want to build the bigger version, and I'm going to connect it to the biodome and the control center. That way there's multiple ways of getting to a place. I'll go ahead and speed up the game speed to 4 and prioritize the mine. Even though we have everyone in there, just keeping everyone in there to help get more ores. I think we actually have, never mind, we have quite a bit of ores. We just need workers also on these processors making the metal. A meteor hit. So we'll go ahead and keep that going. I'm going to keep an eye on crew. So everyone's kind of hungry. We are completely out of food at the moment. We have a bioplastic, which is going to go directly there. I'll go ahead and prioritize this. That way these get built immediately when bioplastic is available. That way we get more food in there. And so it doesn't look like we're in too bad of shape. If I go back to this screen, so we have one medic. I'll worry about that later. I do want at least two, hopefully by the end of, if not this video, the end of the next video. I want at least 2 medics. We have 3 biologists, which means it's probably safe to have 6 plants, which is what I've told them to build thus far. 6 workers. That's the bare minimum we could use. We had just another food cycle happen, so we have some meals now, but people are still going hungry across the entire place. Is it a trader ship? It is a trader ship. Now let's see if my mouse will move. There it goes. I think this is a medic. Oh no, it's food. Oh, thank goodness it's food. I will give you meals, and the actual vegetables themselves all cost the same. 60% commission, but I don't really have a choice in this one. Let's see if I can get a nice number. How much are these? These are with 15 each. Let's see if I can get a nice number in here. 40 will work. I'll give you 2 of those and 1 of those. There we go. 5 meals for 2 spares and a medical plant. That way we still have 10 spares. And do we have 13 people? I thought we had 15. Or no, 14. I thought we had 14. Did someone die? And I not pay attention? Or am I just not paying attention, period? I don't know. But now we'll have at least 5 more meals, hopefully solve the food crisis at the moment while we try to get another plant built that creates a lot of food very quickly. Hopefully once they get all that out of the way, we'll be able to get the bioplastic needed. We only need 4 bioplastic, but it's bioplastic nonetheless, and we aren't exactly making a lot of it right now. So I think once this plant gets built, I'll also tell them to build a different one that will actually make more starch. I think this one's a pea pod. I don't think I have a starch plant that grows quickly. I think that one's actually one of the ones that grows slowly. Oh, actually, no, it is a fast production thing. The potatoes and the wheat do that. Okay. So I'll probably put down another pea pod, just that way we have another plant making starch, because bioplastic is minimum right now, and that is not okay. So they just built that other tomato plant, so I'll tell them to build I'll actually do a potato pod for right now. It's not the most ideal, but with the amounts of biologists I have available, going above 6 plants is a risk, especially with I think half of them actually no, just 4 of them right now out of the 6 that are built are fast production. So having 7 plants will be a little bit risky. They won't be in the best condition, but it's something I have to deal with right now if I want to try getting more starch and increase my bioplastic production. And so we have 6 ores right now, so we have enough for a two full processors. So I'm going to actually deprioritize that mine. So let's go ahead and deprioritize. Okay. So we'll go ahead and I'll just keep these prioritized, that they're always being done. Another trader ship, because I turned off colonists. More food. I'm doing decent on food right now. I don't think I have to worry much anymore. But what is your commission? 65. Yeah, I'm not that desperate. Goodbye. I am not that desperate. Did anyone else see that rock that just zipped through like 2 of the indoor portions of my base from this meteor that's way over here? That was interesting. Alright, so we have 3 vegetables. That means something here finished, but nonetheless, that means we're going to get stuff in the meal maker. We're going to make meals. The potato pad is built, so we're starting to get a little bit increase in our starch production here soon. So that's kind of nice. So now we'll have 4 plants of fast production, 3 plants of normal. So it's going to be interesting to see if our biologists can keep up. Okay. So I got an alarm that's going off at the 10-minute mark. So what I'm doing something a little bit new. I'm 10-minute mark every video. I'm going to start giving you a random space fact that I want everyone to sort of, whether you knew it or not, it's something I always think is interesting to hear. And since I'm doing space videos, might as well add some actual facts in them. So today's fact is going to be actually relating to Mars, since we're on a game on a desert planet. So interesting about Mars is, you may or may not know this, but actually Mars houses the largest volcano in the entire solar system. It goes by the name Olympus Mons, and I've actually heard that it's supposed to be about the size of about, like, Hawaii, which is a pretty large volcano. And Hawaii itself is a volcano too, but Olympus Mons is still larger. It's it's estimated, but we still know that Olympus Mons is larger. And I've heard anywhere from Hawaii to, I think it was Ohio. I've also heard, the size of Texas. So that part of it I'm not entirely sure, but we know it's the largest volcano in the solar system, which is mind-boggling. So let's go ahead and go back into this. So we have 15 metal built on site somewhere in the base, and then we got 4 around the that's currently being made. So we should have 9 free. We have 11 free. I sorry, I did that math wrong for a sec. We have 1 bioplastic that's being used, and 1 starch that hasn't been turned yet. So we got that bioplastic over there. Ooh, another trader. So we're doing really well on metal, which is really nice. I'm really glad we're getting out of that. And we have 6 vegetables now, and 4 meals. We're starting to get out of that slump that we were in with the food, thanks to these tomato plants here and the new potato plant that's allowing us to get more starch. I think it's about done here too. Yeah, so it just finished. So now we have 2 starch that we can start getting more plastic in circulation. I'm really glad we're taking care of that. I should probably check what this trader has. It's a freelance industrial trader. We could use some bioplastic. What is your commission? 40% commission. So I think what I'm going to do is, I have 9 spares, so I probably want to start making more spares soon. But what I'll do is I'll take 2 bioplastic for 2 metal. And let's see if it'll let me do it. Yes, $2. 2 bioplastic and $2, and I'm giving them 2 metal, since I have a decent amount of metal right now, and I'm pretty good on production on that. I think what I'll also do, since I'm doing pretty well in production for metals, I'll make another bioplastic processor out of that metal. So once I start getting more starch plants, I'll be able to have a decent production of starch as well, which will be handy for building more things. Because if there's things I need to build, I need stuff for it. So I think what I'm going to have to do pretty soon, the wind's not too amazing right now, so I don't know how much power we have all the stuff there. We can build a new oxygen generator. All we need is an engineer to come over and build it. So I was going to check I keep trying to check that instead of the grid. So we are using a decent amount of water right now because of that new biodome. So thankfully we also have storage just in case we start up. Where is it? Yep, oh, no, it was that one. Let's go into yellow alert. Come on, press it. There we go. Yellow alert, so it calls everyone indoors. We'll have to just hold off on the building of that. Are you still building it in the middle of this? Get the hell inside, you dumb robot. Come on, get inside. Nope, it broke outside. So, robot's just stuck there until the wind passes, until the windstorm passes. Well, once it does, I'll be able to turn off yellow alert, and we'll be able to have an engineer go out there and, damage irreversibly. Oh, that's what happens when they get stuck outdoors and they keep getting damaged. Both of them were out there. No. Both of my robots are dead. That one sandstorm took out both of my robots. Oh, that's so sad. At least I got metal and bioplastic for that robot dying. Where'd the other robot die? He died carrying something. What was he carrying? Where is his remains? Damaged irreversibly. Have I just been playing that long where that's just happened? I wouldn't think so. So the oxygen generator has been built. Thank goodness. So now our oxygen production is up to 50. And we have a good area on the other side. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll build another airlock out here. Just so that way it gives another exit. And I might build the spaceport somewhere over here. Also that way I get close to the mountain to allow for another mine to be built later on. But I think what I'll focus on is just increasing starch production. So I might want to turn on... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start improving everything else in here. I haven't improved the basic stuff yet. I'll go in here and place more beds. Maybe not need it right now, but if I start taking in more colonists, I'll definitely need it. And that's ultimately what I want to start doing. The first ones I want to get is biologists and a medic. So we actually have 4 free bioplastic. 2 of those from my robots dying. So I'll build 2 more beds. That way we have 10 total beds. Oh, I didn't. Wasn't quite enough. Let's try that again. There we go. We got 13 people right now. So I think what I'll do is I'll put down as many beds as I can fit into here. I'm pretty sure I can fit 12 beds in this one small dorm area. And I should be okay for pretty much the entire... for another good portion until I start getting like close to like 20. Oh, I can't fit another one in here. Oh, that's so sad. I can only fit 10 in here. I didn't place them close enough. Yeah, but I'm definitely going to go into here, place another table, and another TV. Unhappiness is going to start skyrocketing if I don't pay attention close enough. I'm not going to place another meal maker just yet. But I'll have 2 tables, 2 water fountains, 2 TVs, and a meal maker in there, so I won't have to worry too much about that. I'm down to 6 spares, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reactivate this spares workshop, get some more spares being built. And then in the process, I'm going to also start building the other airlock. Because if I want to start building more places along further down this way, having another airlock down here is going to help greatly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it next to the oxygen generator. I don't want to link it to the security console so that way it's not too close to an airlock just in case of bad visitors end up showing up. So that metal was in the way, so that's as close as I can get to it. So speed is still at ×4. We have a lot of metal now. We have 19 free metal and an ore. That is amazing. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'll come over here, and since what I'll try to do is build another windmill. I'll build a larger windmill this time. I think I'll build it this way, since I want the spaceport to be over down in the other direction. I'll build this closer, that way it's just less hassle to build. I built a medium turbine, and I'm also going to put down, I think what I'll do is I'll, yeah, I think I'll put down a telescope. Invalid location. Okay, we freaked out on me. I'm gonna put down a telescope. I'm gonna build the big version of the telescope. And so what the telescope does is it helps to find incoming meteors that would either come close to or would actually impact my base. And I think it only works within a certain area, so that might not have been the best place to place it. But that also could just be part of the lasers, because the telescope has to find them, but I would also have to build a laser and have I don't know what kind of person, but a certain type of person constantly monitoring the console in the control center to be able to actually use the telescope and use the laser, I think, also. But we are hitting the 20-minute mark, so I'm going to end the video here. Now, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If I gave that fact at the 10-minute mark. If you didn't know that fact, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'll be giving you other facts in other videos that you might not know as well. And so you get to enjoy, seeing this amazing game while also learning a little bit of actual astronomy. And so without further ado, I'm going to end it right here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Spaceman Josh, out.